Well, all right, guys. Here we are, the Wednesday after treatment. The week's gone good. Nothing crazy. Um, Pretty much par for the course. Hi, I know I'm doing this at a weird time. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down, please. Lay down. Come on. No, lay down. But just wanted to check in. Everything's going super well. As far as things that have happened since then, not a whole lot. I do want to address one thing. The shirt, uh, if you can't see it all, if you know my sense of humor, um, kind of funny. Um, if you don't get it, I'm sorry. But anyway, I saw it. It was too good to pass up. Um, and to be fair, I actually showed the oncologist a picture of it Wednesday before my treatment, and he actually got a really good chuckle out of it. Um, especially given the results we've had so far, he thought it was pretty good. Um, so yeah, but as far as things that have happened this week, went end of last week to my regular doctor, and that was good. Hadn't had a physical in a minute, so just kind of did some blood work and checked on stuff that they don't check on when I go for my chemo treatments. I think I mentioned at one point, aside from the cancer stuff over New Year's, found out I was diabetic, so that was fun. Which that's been easy, just taking pills twice a day. But they did measure my A1C, and it's only zero point 0.1 above where it should be on the high end, which is nice. So I'm barely diabetic. Um, so hopefully that's something that will continue to get better. Everything else looked great. My regular doctor hadn't seen me since all this, and she said the same thing that other people say, that says, holy crap, you look really good. Um, and that's not put stock in what other people tell me, but to hear a doctor say that's nice that hadn't seen you. Um, Not really sure kind of what all I'm going to talk about today, but there is a couple things. Well, at least one. Uh, the biggest thing, if you saw the song lyrics that I put on the stories, you know, there's a lot of keeping my head straight with this, whether it's, trying not to get too much in my own thoughts about what I can and can't do, what I should and shouldn't do, how hard to push myself. Um, that's hard for me if you know me. It's hard for me to not be Superman and do all the things that need to get done. Um, and yeah, I've been doing okay at that. I pull the reins on myself more than I ever have in my life the last few months. Even putting off little things like I vacuumed this morning. I was going to do it Monday, but Monday was my first day off in 4 days. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put it off till Wednesday. It's not a big deal. Um, and normally on today's like today, I would do that. I would do 10 other things, and I'm having to, again, mentally rein myself in and one, say it can get done later, and two, you don't need to do it all now. It's not good for you. You need to rest. And three, it's not the end of the world, regardless of any outcome when it gets done or anything. And that's weird. But, luckily for me, I have people that are the ones that get me out of my head. Uh, Obviously the first one's going to be Kelly. She does her best to ease those demons and thoughts that I get when I don't do the things. Um, she's the first person to tell me, no, you need to rest. No, it's okay. No, you can do it later. No, I'll do it later. And again, that's hard for me. It means a lot, and I'm glad she's doing it. But that's not the way I do things, you know. But it's nice to have her in my corner. You know, my parents are the same way. You know, when I talk to them, it's the same thing. Like, it's not a big deal. Take your time. Do this, do this, do this. Rest. And again, I know all those things. But to have the reassurance from other people that it's, if there's ever a time to be lazy or to put shit off, it's now. Yeah. Um, yeah. As far as other things, I'm resting good. Haven't had any more issues sleeping since the iron stuff got ironed out. Sorry, that was unintentional. Um, so that's really good. I was telling Kelly this morning, I think I went to bed about, probably went to sleep around 11:15, 11:30, and I did not wake up once until 6:40, which for me is wild to get a full 6 hours. I actually need to look at the watch readings and see if that's the case, but I don't believe I woke up. And I'm sure that's helping a lot with everything, you know, because, you know, I don't know how all this works, but I know my body's doing things and I know it needs to rest, even if I don't feel like it. But anyway, just want to touch base. Again, everything's going great. I can't find anything to complain about other than the fact I'm going through it. But what's that going to fix? Nothing. But thanks everybody again for thoughts, prayers. Appreciate all you guys have done, all you do. And yeah, I'll get a hold of you guys Wednesday after my next treatment. Should be number 8, I believe. But anyway, I'll talk to you later.